So let's see, Joy Ruppert will be followed by Aya Jaffer.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Great. Hi, I'm Joy Ruppert. I'm a student at the Dieguito Academy, and I'm a co-leader of the Entities for Equality Youth Group. I'm here today to represent my fellow BIPOC and minority students who could not be here today to speak with you. We understand that there is a current virus going around. However, there's also another virus that we must address within our schools. Many of my fellow classmates, both former and current, from around the district have come forward to the administration and teachers about racism that they have experienced throughout their time at school and how they wish to improve our schools regarding this matter. I am one of these many students who have faced racism. We students have gotten in contact with the teachers and student board representatives and have reached out numerous times to have a meeting with our board. We have a list of ideas and demands of which we would like to go over with you in a district meeting. We have worked on this throughout the summer. We would love to share a respectful meeting with you to share our stories. We students want to get involved. We want to help the board address what changes can be made to make the students you serve feel more safe and accepted within our schools. Many other local school districts have made commitments regarding this issue as well. We, the students of the San Dieguito Unified School District, would like to request a set date sometime in September or in the future to discuss the issues and share our ideas on how to make our community a more racially accepting and safe place for all of our classmates.
Thank you. Aya Jaffer.
Hi, can you hear me?
I can. Go ahead, please.
I'm Aya Jaffer, the youth group co-leader at Entities for Equality, same as Joy and Kristen. And I'm also a student at SDA. Me and many other students in the district reached out many times to be placed on today's agenda or in the future, and instead we were continually ignored and pushed aside. Me and Joy set up a protest at SDA with many other youth trying to get onto your agenda. 2 minutes is not long enough to speak in public comment. Your BIPOC students, both current and former, in the district regularly experience racism in your school, and they deserve the chance to speak before you. As an Arab American student at these schools, I want to ensure that my fellow BIPOC students feel safe in their schools and that they attend an inclusive and loving environment. We understand that you're working with COVID-19. However, this is just as important. The casual, blatant racism your students face is crucial to the mental health and well-being of the students you serve. Many other local school districts have made commitments despite COVID-19. Such as Vista Unified, Encinitas Union, Poway Unified, Irvine Unified, Sweetwater Union, Carlsbad Unified, and San Diego Unified. We hope to set up a meeting with you in the future in order to make our schools a better place for all students. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Frances Chai.
So hello, everyone. My name is Frances. I'm a senior at CCA, and I'm speaking on behalf of SDUHSD's chapter of Diversify Our Narrative. This initiative was started by two Stanford students in June of 2020, and their goal was to increase conversations around diversity, bias, racism, and identity in classrooms. And as we say in our mission statement, the only way to do this is through the integration of anti-racist texts and diverse texts in English and literature classrooms. As students, it is very important that we learn about BIPOC as Black, Indigenous, people of color experience. We need to learn about racism in this country, and we will no longer be passively sitting in class and learning from solely the white perspective while BIPOC, especially Black Americans, continue to get murdered because of the color of their skin. To ensure a country of anti-racist leaders, we need to actively fight racism, and this begins in the classroom. I urge you all to check out Diversify Our Narrative's website because that's where you can see our full proposal for this implementation, as well as other information and resources about this initiative. The petition in favor of this proposal of implementing BIPOC text in English and literature classrooms has 62,560 signatures and counting across the country. And of these, 304 of these signatures are from this district. That's 304 SDUHSD students, parents, educators, and alumni who want change. Our voices must be heard, so when this curriculum is rewritten, Diversify Our Narrative, Entities for Equality, CCA's Raven Diversity Board, and other student organizations leading the charge against racism in education would love to have meetings with the board to communicate our vision for this change. There have been countless people, victims of police brutality and racism in this country, and we need to do more than remember their names and stories. We need to make sure that the system that has failed them will not continue, and this change is only possible by starting in the classrooms. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And Emma Nastic is next.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Emma Nastic. I am a senior and the founder of the Raven Diversity Board at Canyon Crest Academy, as well as a member of Entities for Equality and Diversify Our Narrative. We students from SDUHSD have been united under a single cause. We believe that a racially conscious and ethnically diverse education is necessary for SDUHSD schools. In order to eliminate the conscious and subconscious racism which members of the BIPOC community encounter, as well as raise a generation of students who are aware of their own privileges and biases, we ask that the board consider our letter of request sent to you by Ella Sabani and the CCA Diversity Board. It is no longer an individual matter. We must all strive to be anti-racist together. We hope that students from our initiative will be able to work with you and with consultants who are themselves people of color in the near future to establish a more diverse curriculum. I'm sure you are aware that other districts have already taken steps to further provide this necessary education to their students, and SDUHSD can be no exception. We hope that you will take action to prepare a generation of leaders who are educated on the racial disparities of our country and to foster an environment where students feel that they must stand up for what is right in order to achieve change. Thank you so much for your time.
LA Unified School Districts Class of 2027, San Diego Unified School Districts Class of 2024, Fresno Unified School Districts Class of 2022. These are the students, among countless others, that will be the first to have an ethnic studies graduation requirement. These are the 3 largest school districts in the state of California. When will the San Dieguito Union High School District catch up? Increased education and increased learning are the backbones of the logic that these districts use to decide that they would implement an ethnic studies requirement. Why would a school board oppose more education? Why would a school board oppose giving its students the opportunity to learn more? This is about the sort of future we want to create. This is about the sort of mistakes from the past we plan on repeating. AB 331 passed the Assembly in August, as you all know, and is expected to be signed into law by Governor Newsom later this month. Instead of waiting until the graduating class of 2030, this board has a chance to show North County what we believe in and the values we hold. Enacting an ethnic studies requirement ahead of time not only demonstrates an understanding that the forces of racism, sexism, homophobia, and transphobia have no place in our society, but also shows a deep commitment to the belief that an increased education empowers our students to think for themselves and create their own future.
Thank you. Akash, Mishra.
Can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead, please.
My name is Akash. I'm a senior at Crest Academy, and I'll just get straight to the point. Our district needs to change. The curricula within our schools are no longer adequate enough to qualify as education, and they lack much needed diversity. I look back on my experiences in certain classes, and I stand in shock, honestly, of the extent to which courses leave out the stories and struggles of non-white people throughout history. In other words, reading Steinbeck and Hemingway every year and being tested solely on the whitewashed history textbooks can no longer pass as proper education for our students. And the change I speak of isn't necessary solely for students. It's time that teachers understand the importance of teaching diversity in class. If a course lacks instruction on diversity, it's no different than saying that the course is exclusive to the perspectives of a certain majority. And by continuing to teach exclusive courses, we fail to be an all-inclusive district. A district that is exclusive should not be supported to continue in its ways. Thus, I believe that teachers need to include diversity in their courses whenever they can. Ella Sobani, a senior at Crest Academy, wrote a letter to the district which suggests changes to better diversify the classes and communities at SDUHSD. The letter has nearly 300 signatures and counting in support. Diversity in SDUHSD is extremely important. As evident from the recent events in our country, people of some backgrounds have faced major injustices for centuries. I did not learn of the actuality of these injustices through my education at CCA, as the majority of the material speaks about diversity is whitewashed, especially in English and history classes. If students don't fully learn the stories of all varieties of individuals, backgrounds, and cultures, they're being educated to practically look the other way on the issues with diversity in our nation. I hope that, just like me, all of you fail to see how teaching ignorance in our district is justified. Thank you for your time.